Hello guys, NautoAce here, and of course Nintendo Direct just happened, September the 13th. Originally it was supposed to be September the 6th, but of course what happened last week, there was a giant disaster that happened, a typhoon, an earthquake in Japan. I heard they said it was somewhere near Hokkaido, so to the people in Japan, my condolences. Hopefully people are okay there, but I heard people got hurt bad, so that's why they had to delay it for a week. And of course there are some announcement that it was supposed to be a quote-unquote surprise for Nintendo fans, but unfortunately, like I said, because of the earthquake, they had to delay it. But some of the company, they had to release their own information, and I'm gonna explain that later on the direct, giving my thoughts about it. So of course I want to give my thoughts on the recent Nintendo Direct. So there's gonna be a four-parter here because I don't want to make it a one long one. So I'm gonna section it to four parts. The first one is the 3DS. The second one is the Switch games they announced. The third one is the Nintendo Online. They kind of gave more information to some extent, but still not enough information. And then the last part will be a big announcement for, well, let's just say Animal Crossing fans like myself. So with that, I'm going to start with part one. So part one here, basically my thoughts on the Nintendo 3DS information they gave. Man, it was just not even, it was less than 5 minutes. As exactly, because again, the 3DS should already be retiring, but I know I heard rumor that they're trying to keep up the 3DS until at least as of late of 2019 to, or even late of 2020. Because again, the reason is it's still prints money, believe it or not, for people who can't afford the Switch because it's $300. Nintendo kind of refused to release in America, in the US or outside of Japan, a dockless Switch because they're trying to market it as a Switch that you can play either on a television or on the go. So again, we'll just have to wait and see, maybe in the long run. So first announcement, I'm gonna go not really in order, but when I thought about it. So Yokai Watch Blaster, basically that's their new spin-off game for the Yokai games. There's two versions. I don't know, I don't follow Yokai that much. Like I said, I bought the game, but I only played the first one. I have not even opened the second one, believe me. I didn't even get the one, the Spectre whatever yet, because it wasn't in sale. I like to collect Nintendo games because I love Nintendo. So basically the game's out, but then they basically announced there's a new update. They call it Moon Rabbit Crew. Oh yeah, I know the name now. Blaster Cat, Blaster Dog, something like that. So now there's Moon Rabbit Crew, and apparently some new story, free update. I guess new yokai from what I heard. And then if you integrate it with the older game, you get something out of it, like an exclusive item. Again, I don't know. I don't really follow that much of yokai, not even the game that much. So next one is Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS, coming October, somewhere in, I think it's early October, the 2nd or the Friday after October 2nd, I really don't know. But yeah, so apparently they revealed that Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS will have two-player option, because the original one for the GameCube did not have a two-player. So you basically play, the second player plays as a green Luigi, like it's all solid green. I don't know why. Must be Luigi's clone, ghost, spirit, whatever. Spirit, like it's Smash Bros. People keep saying spirit. So interesting part is if the second player have the game, then you can play the full game. I think that's interesting. It kind of makes sense. And if you don't have the game, you can play like the boss mode, boss rush mode. So again, I guess a good part if you don't have the game, you can try out Luigi's Mansion if you have never played it. Again, or you never had a GameCube. It is fun. But remember, there was a sequel. Then in the sequel, there was, sequel on the 3DS, and it was good also. I have been playing it. I just need to finish it again. But the best part for this Luigi game is also there's an amiibo feature, and there are 4 of them. They showed 3 out of the 4. You use Boo to find the hidden Boo. Luigi gives you a second chance, and for Toad, I guess you're supposed to get hearts or coin. Didn't really pay attention that much, and they never revealed the fourth one yet. But so we'll just have to wait and see. And then the next one is Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey. Again, just like the first game that they did, Mario and Luigi plus Bowser's Minion. It's the same thing, but this time the beside the remake, it's a remake, not just from 2D to actual 3D look. You have that game, and then there's an additional one which you play as Bowser Jr. He's the main character, and he's trying to solve the problem of why Bowser's getting fat, or he's getting this weird. How do I say it? I can't remember. I know the game. I just can't really explain it. His body has some problem, basically, because one of the bad guys from the original game came back. He cursed him with something. The Mario Luigi, that's what they go in. That's why it's inside story, because they have to go inside Bowser, trying to solve puzzle, fix Bowser up so he can get super strong. He gets fat. There's a lot of things. So at the same time, basically, Bowser Jr. has his own story, trying to find a solution at the same time. So probably interesting. I might get it if the price is right. I know this is gonna be $40 at launch. If it's $30, I'll probably get it because I still have to play Mario and Luigi plus the one before that, one of my favorite version, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. I think that's still my favorite one there because it's a crossover. Crossover is always awesome. So the biggest surprise for this 3DS headline that I think is really awesome is Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. So, of course, this is based on a Wii game in 2010. Kirby's Epic Yarn. It is a fun game. It's meant for kids. It's a relaxing game because all it is it's a collectible. You collect yarns and jewel, and you don't die. Believe it or not, you don't die in this game no matter what. Because there is no life, which is a good thing. Kind of like in the Ratchet and Clank game, Jack and Daxter, and finally in Super Mario Odyssey, Mega Man 11. You're going back with the live system, really, Capcom? But that's just my personal opinion. So they're bringing that game back again for the 3DS. Kind of makes sense because the game sold well. So unless you never had a Wii and you never grew up with the Wii or just never had a Wii, this is actually a fun, relaxing game. Good to play with your family. And the best part for this game is they have new power-up that's never been in the Wii version. Plus, it also you can play as Bandana, Didi, I think. I could be wrong. I didn't see it, didn't really pay attention that much. King DDD and Meta Knight. So again, awesome. What I like about Nintendo's version when they do double dip in the game, it's not just a straight port like other games. They actually add more stuff in that's not in the original version. Believe me. That's why for me personally, double dipping on Nintendo games is not a problem. Super Mario Advance series may be the Super Mario All-Star version, but with more extras. Mario Kart Deluxe had more extras. So they also put more extras. Even Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, granted, has more extra. They did have to eliminate something there, which is the Super Mario 3D World. Didn't really make sense why, but whatever. Again, I played it. It was fun, but I always like Nintendo there. So yeah, there you have it. So that's basically my thoughts on the 3DS one. I know that it was like within 5 minutes and they only showed 4 games. Because again, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised that at the long run, they are going to retire the 3DS. I wouldn't be surprised if their big last game, just me personally, it might be dumb, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Light Edition, or I guess half edition, whatever. Just have half the roster, but it's on the 3DS. Has some of the feature from the Switch, but again, for people who can't afford the Switch but want to play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, they might do this one. It might be a 2019. So again, we'll just have to wait and see. That's just my guess there. So that's the end of part 1, and part 2 is going to be my thoughts on the Switch lineup.